Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you guys are doing great. This is me Abdul Basit Khan, your host today and your instructor. Okay, so today's topic is going to be Linux commands or basic Linux commands. Um, Before we start, did any of you faced any issues with installing the virtual machine? I suppose not. Okay, so let me share my screen real quick. Keys aren't working because you must have downloaded workstation version 17, not version 16. The keys are for version 16. Right, so the recording is going on. Okay, let me open Kali Linux real quick. So, as always, default password and username is Kali and Kali. It's taking a lot of time to open. Okay, never mind. Right, so hold on, let me just admit. Okay, so we're gonna be using those commands on our terminal. This terminal is where you will be doing most of the work in future and right now too. Okay, so before starting, let me ask again, does any of you have any questions regarding the installation? Yep, you should uninstall version 17. If you have installed Pro version of Workstation, then you should install that version 16 and install version 17, uninstall that and install version 16. Or if I find that I have set up a version 16 I downloaded a few months ago, does using non-licensed version becomes a problem later? No, actually not. Not that much of a problem. No, no. You guys can use the free version. Okay, so 19 students are here. Let me begin. Okay. First of all, I will need you guys to grab a copy or register or whatever and a pencil. Whatever commands I'm writing, you guys should write them on your register or notepad, whatever you guys are using, because it will be helpful later on when you guys are practicing these commands. Alright, so the first command that I'm gonna be using today is ls. What this command does, that it shows the list of folders and files that are present in your current directory. Now, how will you know that which directory you are in right now? For that, you're gonna use the command pwd. Pwd is for current directory, present working directory. Pwd stands for present working directory. So we are right now in home slash Kali. That's our location right now. That's where the terminal is open. If you press ls again, then we're getting the same. Now, hold on just for a second. Let me. Alright, so I hope it's visible to everybody because that's the maximum font, I guess. Let me expand it a little more. Okay, so first command was ls, then it was pwd, and the next command is cd. Okay, what cd does is that it'll go to a directory if you write its name after cd, or it will go a directory back, or it's used to change the directories actually. Let's say if I want to go to desktop, what I'm gonna write is cd space and then desktop, desktop, and now we are in desktop. Okay, one more thing. These file names are case sensitive, you can say, or something. You have to write the exact name, or you won't be moved to that directory or use the file. Okay, you have to write the exact same name, capital letters, small letters, numbers, or whatever that is. Now, if I want to move one directory back, let's say I want to go back to Kali from desktop, I'll do cd space dot dot, and I'm back to Kali, right? First command was ls, which was used to list all the directories and files, folders, whatever present in the current working directory. And then pwd, this command is used to show you the present working directory, the directory you are in right now. And then moving on, cd stands for change directory, and it's used to move from one place to another, one folder to another folder, you can say. uh, in this case I moved from Kali folder to desktop. Okay. Okay, moving on to our next commands. Do you guys have any problem right now? Should I continue or wait? Let me see if anyone's no. Okay, we have 17 students. बासित भाई जूम इन कर लें टर्मिनल को uh, और ज़्यादा जूम इन. You sure about that? यार ये जो नोटिफिकेशंस आती रहती है ना, बहुत तंग करती हैं. Okay. Hold on. Never mind. I don't know why this command is. Anyways, moving on to, let me change the directory to desktop. Okay, there's another shortcut key for you guys. Let's say if I let me go back. If I wanna go to documents, that's a big word, document. There are a lot of letters. What I'm gonna do is cd space doc, and then I'm gonna press tab. It's gonna fill the rest of the letters for me, and then I'm gonna press enter, and I'm in documents. But you have to first make sure that there is no other directory with the same starting letters. Okay, for example, if I write cd do and then I press tab, then it will ask me to choose one of them, because there are two directories with the starting letters. So I'm gonna write for example down, and then if I press tab, it's gonna write the rest of it. So there's this shortcut key for it, it's tab. Okay, now let me see if there's anything present here. No, nothing's present. Alright, our next command is going to be mkdir. Mkdir stands for make directory. How to make a folder or a file in your present working directory. mkdir, that's the command, that's the syntax, and then you're gonna write the name of the folder. For example, for me the folder name can be cyber. Okay, now if I press ls list, then it's gonna show me a new folder over here that's named cyber. Now if I wanna remove this directory, let's say if I make multiple directories, mkdir cyber version 2.0, again sorry, my bad, cyber version 2.0, then you see there are two directories over here, and I want to remove this first one because it's taking a lot of space, and I want to remove that. So what am I going to do is I'm going to use a command rmdir. remove directories, rmdir, and then write the name cyber. Alright, now it's gonna remove the directory for me. If I press ls, yeah, you see cyber is removed. There's only one folder left, cyber version 2.0. Okay, now if I write la, okay, tla, nani, sorry, uh-huh. Okay, so there are usually some hidden files in your folder. In case if you wanna see those hidden files, then you're gonna write ls space dash la. It's gonna show you the files that are hidden too. You see there these two files, they were hidden. You can see them until you wrote this command. And then now moving on to our next command. Okay, let me give you a review once again. The first command we used was ls. It's used for listing all the directories and folders files. And then the other command was pwd, present working directory, to show you the current directory. And then it was cd to change directories, and cd dot dot to move one directory back. And the next command was make directory. It was used to make a folder. And then rmdir. It was used to remove the directory. Do you have any questions so far? No? No questions? Okay, great. Come on. अरे यार. Peace, finally. Alright, so let me remove this too. Cyber. You see I pressed tab and it uh, instantly filled the rest of the letters for me. Now if I press ls, then there is no directory present. Okay. Okay, so let's say if I make a directory named make dir locate. Let's say I'm making a directory named locate. If I press ls, there it is, a directory named locate. Now if I move one folder back, now there's a command that's used to locate files. Alright, let's say if you wanna find a file name, password, or anything. Let's say you broke into a system and you have Kali terminal, you have access to their Kali Linux terminal, and you wanna locate a file named credentials. Then what command you're gonna use? You're gonna use the command locate and then write the name of the file. In our case, the name of the file is locate. That's the syntax, and then you're gonna write the name of your file. For me, that's locate. And okay, never mind. It it's messing with me. CD downloads locate. This should have shown me the path of that file. Um, hmm. Hold on, let me just make sure if I'm writing the syntax correct. Yep, my bad. Sorry, guys. Alright, Let me start the screen again. Alright, I suppose the command to update database is update db. Okay, never mind. Another command that is sudo su. Now what this does is it gives you the root permissions. It gives you every permission. It makes you the admin of your virtual machine. If I press that and then enter the password, see, it gave me access. It made me the admin and it made me the controller of this machine right here. The logo, the symbol changed from dollar to hashtag. Now we're gonna update the database. Update DB. Okay. Let me open another terminal. Till then, Control Shift. All right. So let's say we are right now in Kali. If I move to desktop and make a directory over here, test. You see that there is this folder over here named test. I'm gonna move to test, and then no, I'm gonna create a file over here. Let me maximize that too. mkdir make directory, and then I'm gonna name that file test.txt, I guess. Okay, so if you wanna make a text file, then you will have to make it this way. You're gonna use the extension after dot, name of the file, and then its extension. I press enter. If I should open, that should be over here. Okay, there's this text.txt. Okay, hold on. My bad. Now if I try to locate, okay, now it's showing me the files with the name test.txt. Let me scroll up. Okay, there are some files over here, map discovery. Let me see if if we are able to find the one we made right now. I don't see the file that I made right now, but never mind. We're gonna move on to our next command. That is PASSWD. So the default password for Kali Linux is Kali, Kali, Kali. And if you wanna change that, then you're gonna use the command PASSWD, and then the password for me, let's say, mm, cyber. Okay. Yep. Actually, you have to write the syntax, this command, and then you have to write the username. The default username is Kali, and the default password is Kali. Now you're gonna write the new password. Um, Password updated successfully. All right. So if I open a new terminal, and then yep, I used my new password that was cyber right now, and it gave me the informations. The passwords changed to cyber. Now if I write, it's gonna the command man is gonna give me the information about the command. If you want to know an information about a command, for example, let's say you guys forget what command cd does. What you're gonna do is write man space cd. It'll give me every information it has on this command cd. No manual entry for cd. Change directory. It should give me one. Let's say if you find one for ls. Yep. Okay, never mind. Did he mean? I don't know why it's messing with me right now. Why did I write mad? Never mind. My mistake. Man ls. Okay. It gave me the information about ls. Ls list directory contents. Ls options. Files. List information about the files, the current directory by default. Sort entries alphabetically. If you press Q, then it'll quit. Yeah. Let's say if you make a lot of mess on your terminal, then you can use the command clear, and it's all gone. The mess that you just made on your terminal is gone. Yep. Okay, do I have to update the database again and again? Or is it happening because I installed a new Kali machine? Hmm. So let me move to desktop. There's this mkdir test 2. Let me move to test 2. Unless the folder is empty, great. Let me write clear to clear up all the mess that I just created right now. And then I'm gonna create a text file in here. Now oops, sorry. All right. The get is a command for you guys to open your text files and look for the contents inside and write or edit it. I installed this Kali machine yesterday, so that is why it's making me download and update the database again and again and download new commands. Because my older Kali machine was messing up with me, it got corrected somehow. There were a lot of misconfigurations in that. Okay, any other questions? Yep, find is another snapshot ले लो. Snapshot क्यों? Do you guys have any questions? You guys are raising hands. Abdullah, Sakim and Yusra. I suppose that was my mistake. Okay. Let me move back to my Kali machine. Let me show you right now. Until carrier installing, let me go to CD, desktop. Okay, so what Nano and Get does is that they both basically allows you to open the files, open text files, and write into them. You can either use Nano or you can either use Get. That's on you. Until Get installing, let me just write some stuff over here. Why isn't my keyboard working? Why isn't it writing? Okay, let me reconnect my keyboard. Okay, it's working again. Sorry guys for the disturbance that I just created right now. Okay, moving on to our next command, that is chmod. Chmod commands allows us to change the permissions for a file. Alright, so there it's like if there's a file, it has multiple permissions to just there can be a permission to just preview it, or there can be a permission to execute the file. For example, if you have a .exe file and you want to execute it, but that's not getting executed, that means that there is a problem for there is a problem regarding its permissions. Then you're gonna change the permission to execute. You're gonna give it the permission to get executed, or if you wanna if you don't want to get executed, you can take that permission from it. Or if you write chmod 777, then I suppose that's the command, the syntax 777 that is used to give you guys all the permissions. And then chmod, let me just write it to 777. And then the file name. This we're gonna give that file all the permissions. Or if you wanna change the permissions for a specific file, specific permissions, then you can use the commands plus x rw, then the file name. It's gonna give the execution command permission. I don't have a file that can get executed right now because that is a newly built Kali machine, so I'm gonna skip that. Skip the execution, the changing of it. But I've showed you guys the syntax. Okay. Moving on to our next command, that is add user. Yeah, sorry, never mind. Okay. Uh, it this command is if you guys wanna have multiple users on your Kali machine, then you can use the command add user. And now let me give it a password. Let's just keep it cyber. Cyber, enter the value, full name. Yep, totally correct information. Now, if you guys want to switch to another user, you guys can use the command su. Su stands for switch user. Su space the username, and then it's gonna switch the user. Let me get back to I think the password for this is Saber. Hold on. Okay, it does not have the permission. Let me switch back to Kali. I suppose the password should be Saber, and then sudo su. The password should be Saber. Yep. All right. Get it. It's installed. All right. So uh, gedit is a command that you guys can use to edit text files, and I suppose nano is used to view files, right? I usually use gedit, so I've forgotten about nano. Anyways, let me write something in it. Abdul Basit, and then I'm gonna save. Uh, all right. There should be. Oh yeah, here it is. Save. Your choice, guys. Let me go back to nano. Okay. You see, you guys can uh, view the contents that were in that text file.txt. Yeah. The recording is going on still, right? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah, where was I? Okay, Nano is terminal-based text editor. You guys can use it to edit, but that's not really good looking. Like I showed you guys, and it was kind of weird interface. Like that was command line interface. If you guys wanna use it with graphical interface, then you can use the command gedit or gedit. Ch mode is used to change permissions for a specific file. Okay, now before moving on, let me give you guys a review of what commands I taught you guys right now. The first command was ls, that was used to list all the files. The next was pwd to show present working directory, and then there was cd, change directory, and then there was mkdir, make directory. Pretty easy to remember. Make directory mkdir. And then there was a command rmdir, remove directory, that was used to remove the directories you have made. And then there was ls space dash la to show files that were hidden. And then there was, I think we did the locate next. The locate command was used to locate files within your Kali machine. And then there was update db, that is used to update your database. And then pass wd is used to change the password for your user. And then man command, man is used to give you guys the instructions or information regarding a specific command. I hope I haven't skipped any. Then we use chmod, that's used to change the permissions. And then add user, that is used to create new users. And then su user, it was used to switch between users. All right. um, Update db updates your Kali Linux database. Like you're working in Kali Linux right now, right? So that's the database you can update. All right. The next commands that we're gonna be using are related to network. The first one is ifconfig. It here shows you the IP address. Oh, my bad. I shouldn't be showing you guys that, but never mind. Uh, Hope Hussein isn't gonna do anything to this information regarding this information. Okay. It shows you information about your IP address, your MAC address, etc. etc. And if you guys are using some kind of wireless router or adapter, then you're gonna use iwconfig. It says no wireless extensions, no wireless extensions. And then you guys use the command ping to see if the target is working or not. Let me do ping google.com. It's pinging, Google's working, Google's updated it, like it's working, it's running right now. Alright. And then there is this command arp space dash a. It shows the MAC address and the IP address of your machine. And then the root command shows you the routing table, which IP is using what gateway, etc., and which internet connection it's using. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, I hope it won't, he won't do that. What type of database data does this database stores? Database regarding your files, folders, information in your machine, what things that you have updated. Like the issue that came up with me right now, it was not showing me the files that I searched for, or that was messing up with me while using the commands. The update db command updated the database, and then everything was working fine. Alright, I already showed you guys the command apd-get update and the command apd-get upgrade yesterday. Did you guys installed your Kali machine? Okay, Bilal installed that. Great, Bilal. Yep. Okay, Ayan, you should install it. Okay, yeah, it usually takes time. The installation of Kali takes time. Downloading Kali usually takes time if your internet connection is not good. Alright, um, moving back. So, there are a few more commands that I just found out right now. There's this cat file.txt. Okay, so call end in 10 minutes. Okay, guys. When the call ends, I'm gonna give you guys another link. You guys should join that later on. Okay, so cat command shows you whatever is written in your text file. Um, and then if you guys wanna write something in it, let's say echo ds into text file.txt, and then if I get text file.txt, okay, I overwrote the contents inside, and I wrote DAS, and as you guys can see, these two lines are gone, and then there is this these words that I just wrote, DAS. Or if you guys don't want these to get removed and you wanna add something, then you guys can do echo um, Basit. Okay, sorry. Um, double greater than sign. Single one is used to overwrite, and then the double is used to add new text. Okay, you guys can see. There's Daz and there's this Basit. Okay. All right. Now that we have seen how to navigate in Kali Linux, how to go from folder to folder, create new folders, create text files, edit text files, and look at your IP addresses and update and upgrade your Kali machine. Now we are gonna move on to installing files or softwares from GitHub. Let me install um, okay, let me install Sherlock. Sherlock is a software that is used for OSINT. It gives the usernames of, if you write a username, then it will give you the link to every website that username is registered on. Okay, so if there's something you guys want to install from GitHub, you guys are gonna go to GitHub, search that program or software, scroll down. Usually, you guys get these commands over here. The git command is used to git clone command is used to clone directories from GitHub to your Kali machine. The git install command is used to sorry, apt dash get space install is used to install this over here, this git command. If you guys want to install some commands, then you're gonna have to use the syntax apt dash get space install. Let me see if git is already installed or not. Yep. Anyways, let me show you guys the syntax. The command was apt dash get space install and then git. Now if I write git clone and then okay, so the shortcut key for pasting something in your terminal is not Control V, it's Control Shift V. Okay, it's cloning the program Sherlock, and then you're gonna go back, and then you're gonna go to the Sherlock directory, and then we're gonna install the requirements.txt file. What this does, it installs all the requirements that are needed for the program to run. When you guys install games on your PC, it usually asks you guys to install DirectX or Visual Studio, I guess that is. Similarly, it will install the requirements that are needed for this program Sherlock to run. You're gonna copy this command. We will go to Sherlock. Just ignore this dude over here. Sherlock. We have our requirements.txt file here. Control Shift V. It's gonna install the requirements for us. Let me see how much time is left in the meeting. 5 minutes. I just showed you guys the command apt-get space install space git. Where was I? Okay, so we have already installed the requirements. Now if you want to run the program, we're gonna write python salam alaikum, python 3 space the name of the program that is Sherlock. And then if I want to find a username, let's say, let's see if someone has registered with my name, Abdul Basit. I'm gonna give another command, that's timeout, so that it takes only 2 seconds on every website. Okay, it's showing me all the websites where the username Abdul Basit is registered. Alright, there are a lot of websites my name's registered on. Okay, so until this is doing its research, let me give you guys an overview once again. Let me stop the meeting. Sorry, not the meeting, the recording.